Hi, my name is Stephanie Depalma, and I teach on Level 4 Professional Practice. We're getting students ready for the outside world, for the creative industry, and we're teaching them very practical methods, different techniques. It's going to get them ready whether they want to go on to higher education, conservatoire training, or if they want to jump right into the professional creative world. It's a level 4 course, so they're going to be 18 years of age or older. They've already completed their A levels, their level 3 courses, or their extended courses. So yeah, they're on the brink of jumping straight into the real world. It is full time. The students wouldn't have time for anything else. It is full time. First and foremost, you have to have a big love and a big passion and drive for acting and performing. That's what it's all about. Obviously, other things will come into play because they do loads of collaborative work. They're designing their own shows. They're working individually and together. They're learning different techniques, different methods, different foundations, whereby they're putting that into their performance technique and learning how they like to work as a performer. They're also taking on other endeavors as well, like directing, like the technical side of things to a certain extent, because they're putting together their own shows. So they're doing lighting, they're doing sound, they're giving each other feedback, they're working as a company. So we welcome everyone from varied backgrounds, no matter what your interests are, and it's wonderful if you do have your A levels, that's great, but the main thing is the people that we want and that want to be here are people that have a love, a huge drive to perform, and acting is at the crux of all of that. Students come here because they want to be professionals in the creative industry. So they are coming to learn first and foremost and develop their love of performing and acting. They're going to get stuck in various other entities as well, like the production side of things. We have very stimulating, wonderful projects that are industry linked, that they are developing themselves with the help of us and our techniques and methods that we're teaching them to understand how to work individually as performers and collaboratively with a team. They've been involved in a variety of different things. Acting for camera was one of them. So a lot of people might have theatrical backgrounds, and that's wonderful. They're seeing what it's like in front of the camera as opposed to being on stage. We've done panto, of course, for the Christmas season, which they adapted from the script adaptation of Alice in Wonderland to Alice in Pantoland. So that was brilliant. So they took real ownership of that. And they all had different varying roles where they'd be on stage, obviously, in their character roles, and then they had behind the scenes work to do as well, whether that be stage management or lighting or sound or a variety of different things. And now they're doing this amazing collaborative project, which is their final piece, where they really are building something from like a seed that was formed, an idea, and all of them are just running with it. I mean, most of the time now, I'm just popping my head in and asking if they need any help because they are confident and just pushing on, and it's looking wonderful. The key things to remember, I think, coming in is that level of dedication always has to be there. If you have a love for performance, that never goes away. We want to help you develop that. So be open to anything and everything. Being in front of the camera or on stage is a wonderful experience. There are also several other things that go into a good production, and yeah, we want students to remember the bigger picture here, and to also be open to learning about themselves and how they work and how they want to develop themselves as a professional in the creative industry. They go on to do a variety of different things. It could be higher education, it could be conservatoire training where they're developing their foundations as performers, different techniques and mixing and matching to find out who they are as performers. Some go on to film and television, others are stage actors. We work with a variety of different artistic communities and theater companies. Some have gone on to perform and write, for those as well. But ultimately, they go on to choose the next stage in the development of who they are as performers. They have created a wonderful company on their own. That was the biggie. And we encourage that. We want them to develop relationships within East Sussex College that they can then translate to their own company and create their own work. The learners, we get amazing results. They are dedicated, they're in it for the long haul, and they're excited, and they want to keep working, and the passion is always there. So distinctions are very common. We're just really proud of everybody because they're developing themselves and finding themselves on part of their journey into becoming professional performers. Biggest piece of advice I could say is to jump in with 2 feet. Explore your love and your passion that's always been there for performing. And let's develop it further, be open to in front of the camera, on the stage, behind the scenes. Be open to it all because you're going to be learning all of these wonderful techniques that will help you as an individual and as a performer for your professional development in the creative arts.